HTML Tutorial. Chapter 6. Forms. HTML Forms. HTML forms are used to collect user input. The form element defines an HTML form. HTML forms contain form elements. Form elements are different types of input elements, checkboxes, radio buttons, submit buttons, and more. The input element is the most important form element. The input element has many variations, depending on the type attribute. Here are the types used in this chapter. Input type equals text defines a one-line input field for text input. Input type equals radio defines a radio button. Radio buttons let a user select one of a limited number of choices. Input type equals submit defines a button for submitting a form to a form handler. The form handler is typically a server page with a script for processing input data. The form handler is specified in the form's action attribute. This is how submit button works. Fill up the form and click the submit button. The value on the form will pass by action page PHP. The action attribute defines the action to be performed when the form is submitted. The common way to submit a form to a server is by using a submit button. Normally, the form is submitted to a web page on a web server. In the example above, a server-side script is specified to handle the submitted form. If the action attribute is omitted, the action is set to the current page. The method attribute specifies the HTTP method get or post to be used when submitting the forms. You can use get, the default method, if the form submission is passive, like a search engine query, and without sensitive information. When you use get, the form data will be visible in the page address. You should use post if the form is updating data, or includes sensitive information, password. Post offers better security because the submitted data is not visible in the page address. To be submitted correctly, each input field must have a name attribute. This example will only submit the last name input field. Fill up the form and click the submit button. The value on the form will pass by action page PHP. The field set element groups related data in a form. The legend element defines a caption for the field set element. An HTML form element, with all possible attributes set, will look like this.